What's up, tech family? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to overcome imposter syndrome in tech. And as you can hear in my voice, being outside for all these videos has caught up to me because now I have sinuses, and from now on, or for these next few videos, probably I'm going to be inside because being outside is winning and I'm losing right now. So just want to let you all know that. Now I want to get into some of the ways that I overcome imposter syndrome, and the first way is that I let go of being perfect. Like, this is so important because there's no way that any of us will be perfect in development and web development. Like, it takes so much work. We're going to make errors, we're going to have bugs, but the key is that we know how to problem solve and that we can correct our mistakes. And it's okay if we don't know everything. One of the biggest factors of letting go of being perfect is being able to reach out to people when you don't know something and not being afraid to ask. Like, especially if it's somebody on your team or it's somebody that you like meet up with to program. Like, be vulnerable enough to like be real about how much you know and how much you don't, because the more that you act like you know more, the more that people are going to assume that you know more. And then if they start going into deeper level understanding about certain programming languages, you may get lost and it will show based on your facial expression, and it's kind of hard to avoid that. So for me, I just be real from the moment that I start conversations with people in tech. Like, I don't act like I know more than I do. Like, I tell them the programming languages that I do know. I tell them things that I do know about my programming language. But if we get into conversations and I don't know something, I ask a question like, what is this? Like, what is that? If I don't know it, if he said a term that I don't know, I ask him, explain it to me. Like, so that's a very important thing that I do to let go of being perfect, because it's just not worth it to try to feel like we're going to know everything. But over time, if you, with years and years and years of experience, you're going to know more and you're going to get better if you continue to sharpen your skills. And that sense of being perfect won't come across your mind, but the sense of knowing that you know your stuff will make you more confident and will remove more of the imposter syndrome. Another way that I overcome imposter syndrome is that I just accept where I am in the moment. Like, I accept how much I know in this present moment, and I try to only go based on that. So if I don't know Java or C++ or Python, there's no need for me to give lectures or act like I know more about those programming languages when I don't have any experience with them. Like, I know I'm a novice in that area, so I accept that. And that's important, even if it's a programming language that you are comfortable with. Like, I know a lot about JavaScript, but if I talk to somebody who knows way more than me, like, I'm just going to accept that there's still a lot for me to know. Like, and that's okay. Like, because some of these programming languages are very, very advanced. They can become very, very advanced, and it's okay for you not to know it. But the key is that you understand that it's more to learn, and that you continue to be consistent in learning that. And that's what I continue to do for myself, is that, yeah, I may not know it at that moment, but if I just stay at it, watch some courses, read some documentation, implement some projects around it, I will understand it a lot better, and I will be able to eventually understand it to the point where now I can solve problems with it, or now I can build projects with it. And the last way that I overcome imposter syndrome is that I stop overthinking. Like, I really try to limit the amount of overthinking that I do about certain things. It's kind of like when I was in high school a lot, or college. Like, I remember if I didn't know what I did before, like, a test would come up, like a big test, like, or just even a smaller test. Like, if I didn't know it, I didn't spend the whole class period trying to figure out how I could get the answer. Because if I went through as many solutions as possible to try to find the answer with those tests and I couldn't figure it out, like, I literally would just move on. And that was so relieving the more and more that I did that. And the same thing in tech, like, it's really saved me a lot of time, because sometimes we just sit in our pity way too long. And for me, I don't sit in my pity. Like, if I don't know it and I actually tried. Even for coding challenges, when I was failing coding challenges, if I didn't know something or if I didn't know how to solve it, like, I would literally try everything I could. But if my brain goes blank, then that's all I could do. And I just be honest with them and tell them I don't know it, but I'm willing to learn, and I just continue to move on with my life because I don't want to waste other people's time and I don't want to waste my time. But it does make me realize that I still have a lot to learn, and that I go back to the drawing board and I get better and I improve, and I come back with more knowledge about that particular topic. So that's how I overcome imposter syndrome in that manner, because I just pretty much just stop overthinking about things that I just don't have no knowledge of or I'm not confident in, and I just go back to the drawing board and just literally take it baby steps at a time until I understand it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Espero que tengas un buen día. Nos vemos.